There's so much going on in the video game industry right now, and it's crazy to think that Microsoft has maybe dropped the ball on something. But yes, indeed, it looks like they have possibly dropped the ball with this particular thing. And you know what? I think that now would be the perfect time for them to go out there and kind of run with that. Obviously, when it comes to kind of changing things up with these consoles, us fans kind of look at things a different way than the average person does. And I think that it sort of goes back to the days of when we were kids and, we would buy a video game console and that was pretty much it. But I think if you honestly want to get into where some of the changes come from, I think you can look to Nintendo and possibly go, hey, well, you know what? Nintendo really did a lot of this with the idea of the Nintendo 64, because I can remember the Nintendo 64 just doing multiple iterations and special versions of that, like different colors and different iterations. And it was never like really a Nintendo 64 per se, but it was a different color and things like that. So I do absolutely believe that is something that people look forward to. And even looking at like the Wii and special edition consoles, these are a big part of the reasons that collectors buy so many consoles. Like I myself was a big collector back in the Xbox 360 days, and I had multiple and still do have multiple Xbox 360s and multiple other consoles as well, because they would come out with very collectible editions. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people probably look forward to. Is that something that is going to sell tremendously well? Well, listen, I don't really know. I can't really speak for somebody else when it comes to what they want in the video game world. But what I can say is that Microsoft is making some really good choices right now. And with this leak, it could be something to, think of as something that could really go out there and compete against PlayStation. So I want to go ahead and get into it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews. Obviously, I'm looking for you guys to hit that like button. I'm looking to get 100 likes on each of these videos that I do. It is a small number, but it's a number that I am definitely trying to reach, and would be much appreciated if you would help that plight out. It's a rebuild here, and it's something that I have less and less time to do, but I still enjoy doing it. I come home from multiple jobs and try to do a video. I'm going to try to get back in front of the camera here soon. It's just I've been so tired lately. It's something that has been difficult. So there was an advertisement that appears to show what looks like a white Xbox Series X. Think about that for a second. This could be true. Outside of special editions, Xbox Series X has only been available in black since the November 2020 launch, but a white version of the console is on display in a newly released advertisement for Logitech's Astros A30 gaming headset, which is viewable, and I'm going to link this article which has the video and you can check it out for yourselves. Now, VGC has contacted Microsoft to ask if there are plans to launch a white version of the Series X, or if the console featured is a bespoke one created for the advert. Earlier this week, Logitech announced G Cloud, an Android-powered gaming handheld which is compatible with Xbox xCloud Gaming, Steam Link, and NVIDIA's GeForce Now. Launching on October 17th for $350, G Cloud features a 7-inch HD touchscreen, 12-hour battery life, haptics, gyroscope, and remappable controls. Microsoft launched a white version of the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller on Wednesday, when Xbox's system update also began rolling out. And key features of the update include a library revamp and a new storage and default install options for the Xbox. Now, listen. The new Xbox Party Chat noise suppression feature, which was also just launched on Xbox earlier in the month, is something that is really cool, and clearly there's a lot of Microsoft stuff going on that I feel like is worthy of talking about. Now listen, I love the fact that Microsoft continues to reinvent themselves. I hope that they release a white Xbox Series X. I think that those type of consoles really do well, in numerous places. And I also feel like it's just one of those things that obviously Microsoft has kind of promoted and worked hard at for themselves to kind of do well, and that is to kind of appeal to different types of gamers. And not everybody has a setup and they want this big honking black console in there, right? And I think even when you look now, I personally like the black setup. I even switched out my plates on my PlayStation 5 with the black plates because I just prefer that. It goes better with my motif and my entertainment center and things like that. So I think each of us are a little bit different with that regards. But for me personally, I think that it really makes a lot of sense for this to come out and for Microsoft to do something along these lines. And I hope against hope, that they actually come out and announce that this is a legit thing, because what I think this does is, at this particular point, we're almost 2 years in, you know, it could start to get people even more excited about it. I think it's little tiny things like this that actually go out there and get people amped up for a platform. Maybe you already have one, but you go, oh man, well, I don't have a white one, or you know what I'm saying? And I think that would be just an excellent thing for them to do. And it's like, even with Sony, I don't know how often they'll go into the well of, you know, a custom console, because they already have the plates, which sort of, the plates remind me a little bit of the face plates of the Xbox 360. You know, it was something that was very much a thing at the time. If you guys all remember, if you're old enough, it's hard to believe how long ago this was already, but you know, back in 2005, 2006, 2007, we all had these cell phones that had, you know, interchangeable faceplates, and it was a big thing back then. And so, you know, it's just kind of funny to me that, you know, what's old is new again, and we continually see these things kind of pop up, and you know, something like that. So these aren't exactly the same as that, because they're completely removable and replaceable, but I think it does leave for more like custom options for us, the fans. And I think that's something that we can all look forward to and get excited about. And I think that's exactly where some of the fun comes from, you know. And I'm very excited about the future of these platforms, and I think, you know, it's really cool to see that, you know, they're able to kind of do so much in such a short amount of time. And I would love to see exactly what's kind of happening with these platforms and things like that. So yeah, would love to see everything that's kind of going on. Would also love to see what everybody else thinks about this, maybe in the comments below. Are you interested in picking up a different colored version of an Xbox Series X? Do you not care, or, you know, do you care greatly, but, you know, maybe you don't want to spend another $500? I'm always curious about this stuff, because at the end of the day, you know, it really honestly just comes down to people's own thoughts and opinions, and their own kind of idea of what they can expect with these type of platforms. So yeah, love seeing it though. It gets people excited, it gets people amped up for the future, and you know, and I think that that's something that each of us can, you know, be excited about as well. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from, and you guys want to, you know, hit that like button and share it out if you haven't already done so. By all means, feel free to subscribe as well. Things change, you know, like I said, I get very busy with this stuff, but I'm always looking for, you know, that next thing to cover or whatever. So if you guys have some ideas, shoot them my way, and I'd be happy to kind of go about it in that way. Have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, and as always, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thank you so much for watching. Crap Gamer out.